I know that most of you all don't know how to install your, wig cap for your wig. If you want to install your hair, you don't know how to install the wig cap. Come with me, let me put you through on how to do that. So first of all, the first thing I did was to get the wig cap and I put it on my head actually. So after placing it, I got the got to be glue. I'm going to be using the got to be glue and I'm going to be spraying that like the places that my hair ends, like my natural hair where it ends. I'm going to be placing that. One thing is that I could actually drag this wig cap very down, but I decided not to drag it down for some reasons. What was actually the reason? I don't want it to cover my eyes. That's why. So the last time I did that, I actually let it cover my eyes, but this time around I didn't do that. So after that, when I was done placing that, I just cut open the ear part because I want my ear to be open so that I don't melt it together with the rest of the things. Okay, guys. So after that, I'm going to be using my blow dryer. The hot, yeah, hot is hot. The hot side or the hot whatever to dry it down. So I'm just going to dry this down using the hot speed or whatever. I don't know what to call it. So I'm just drying it down. I'm just using that heat, to do that. And I have to do that. So there are some parts that is not well, covered with this got to be. So I'm just making sure that I because got to be is going to make it tacky. It's going to tag down this wig cap on your head. So that's what I'm doing basically. So I'm using the got to be to tack it down. So I'm checking every you can see how I'm touching it with my hands to make sure that it's dry, because once it dried up you are good to go. So I'm just trying to dry it down to make sure. And you guys know one of the reasons why we do this is because you want to protect your hair. Okay guys, so at this point I think it was already dried down. So I'm going to start cutting out the lace. So when you start cutting it, you see the place that is melted. You see the place that you cannot even pull out. So I'm just cutting the extra off. So I'm just I think it's some part of it came more forward. And again, I can't use this small tiny scissors and do this. So I'm cutting it, but I see I cannot work. It cannot work. I can't. I could do that on somebody, but on myself, I can't do that. With this, instead, I'll cut myself. So I got this. Oh, this razor. It's one of the best thing that happened to me when I got it. It was really nice. So I used that to cut the stuff, and now I left some parts in front of my ear. I'm just trying to like cut it out to make sure, just make sure you covered your hair. I mean your front hair, make sure it's covered, because that's what they're trying to protect. You're trying to protect your hair against the glue, so that you don't use glue and pull out all your front head, something like that. Okay guys, so I just keep on like running through cutting this whole thing. I'm trying to cut them off the wig cap actually. Okay, so I'm just doing that, and sometimes while working on myself I realize that it's doing me like I'm doing left hand, because I'm good with working on people more than I am with working on myself. But still I have to learn it, because I have to do this on myself too. I am not meant to just work on people. I can equally work on myself. I am a human being. Am I not? I am. Okay guys, so the remnant, I'm just going to tie it at the back of my head. Once you tie it back, everything becomes good. Okay guys, so afterwards you can realize, you can see that most of these I'm still seeing the buck or the openings from this wig cap on my head. The places I cut is very obvious, so I want it to be very flat, as if it's my hair, as if it's my body. I want it to wrap on my body. That is the main goal. Once it have wrap on your body, you are good, and something like that. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not even going to see any tiny bit of where it start from. No. So just I just applied the got to be on the tips of all of them, and I'm using this rat tail comb to press it down. So just press it down and use the hotness of this my dryer to melt it. So when I drag the wig cap down, the dryer helps me to dry it, and I'm using my hand to see where I can still feel that there is something. So I'm using that to see where I can still feel that there is any place that is not even laid or well, slicked down and everything. So at the end of the day, after when I touched it at this point, I realized that everything is well slicked and I'm not even seeing the lines again. So I got my foundation now. So I'm using foundation to, I'm blending foundation. So the foundation is the same shade as my body, you can see. So while putting the foundation on, my whole is going to feel like this is my skin now. At the point you think I am on kodo. What people call kodo, like I'm bowed hair, like that's why it's called bowed cap, because after that people should not feel like you have your hair on, like you have hair. You should be feeling like your body, so that is it basically. I'm just going to use the foundation to run through and make sure I cover, so that even when I wear my hair, you're not going to be seeing my dark head. You're going to just see this bald cap. Like, it's going to be very obvious, as if you can see, guys, where is the bald cap? Like, everything is covered. Everything is covered. Everything is covered. Like the foundation, everything is covered. Like, it feels like there's nothing on now. You can see that. Okay, let me just wear wig and let's test. So let's test, let's see. You can see, right? Even the inside, it feels like it's my body. It's not even, you don't even know that there is anything. You're just feeling like my body, all true. So that's actually the idea behind this. So when you use your glue, everything is going to normalize and everything is going to be fine. So this is me trying to chalet a little bit to show off what I got, and I love how it looks on me. I love you guys so much. I hope you learned one or two, and I'm going to see you guys next time when I upload the video. Bye.